I think it's
ISO.
Kevin.
It's ISO.
Yeah.
It's ISO.
Kevin's calling. Kevin, where the hell are you? Oh, he muted
ISO,
himself.
where are you?
He's at the one gathering with more than 10 people.
We're live, guys.
Rosebud is in a car, and Kevin is literally.
ISO, where the hell are you?
He's at a gallery or something.
Oh, I know where you are, ISO. Who is that? Who's that behind you?
Oh, he's in Long Island City. No?
ISO, take us on a tour. I want to see people. Come on, let's go.
ISO's in the same place Rosebud is, but Rosebud's respectful enough to be in a car. ISO's
Rosebud's respectful enough to get in a car and do a Zoom call for a comedy club while driving. You're right.
Yes.
She really has it. The etiquette part of this down.
You guys can keep shitting on ISO, but I'm pretty sure what I'm doing is a lot worse.
I feel like it's probably not legal or safe, but I mean, it's fine. I love it.
I just want to say, Kevin looks like he's in MTV's Fear. Remember that show from like 2003?
Yeah.
He's like running like, there's a ghost, I swear.
Matteo looks like he's in a hostage video with that kitchen background.
This is, first of all, I want everyone to know that as a homosexual, I have very good lighting. And this is my...
Hold on, you're gay?
I hate to look at the shirt. But this kitchen is also the tour of my apartment. You're getting the tour right now.
I love it.
Where are you?
I'm in the Upper East Side.
Oh, wow.
Well, wow. Let's not say things we can't take back.
Well, you think Upper East Side, it's opulent and nice and not just a kitchen and a bathroom all in one.
That's it. Oh, I pissed in my my sink. Kevin's out. And
we lost
Rosebud is
ISO.
showing us her
ISO.
ISO, can you talk?
How's the traffic in the tunnel right now? Is it bad, or are you okay?
I'll be honest, I haven't come out of the parking garage. You guys are about to. It's going to be like speed. It's going to be. I'm not a good driver, and I'm worried about how this is going to go.
I mean,
what is happening here?
I just want everyone to know that I came prepared. I made some tea.
Listen, I'm gonna be fine, Liz. If you don't kick me off.
Fine, have a glass of wine.
Wait, we can hear Kevin. Kevin, how are you?
I'm good. Rosebud left me.
Oh, Rosebud left you.
We were both gonna do it in there, and then I realized that Andy's late coming home, so I have to let the dog out.
Fuck Andy. This is about comedy. This is your career. This Zoom call is your career, Rosebud.
Yeah, what?
Thank you, Emilio.
I said this Zoom
I
call.
can't.
Who is that, Liz?
That's my father, ISO. That was Emilio. Emilio just brought me more wine. I'm in Miami.
Oh, Emilio.
Yeah.
You're in Miami, Liz?
I'm in Miami.
Liz has been in Miami during this entire ordeal.
No. I spent 2.5 months in the village in like no man's land. And then I went to Sacramento for 2.5 weeks.
Fucking wild that you can call the village like no man's land now, and it's like it's unsafe place.
It's accepted.
I was there this week riding my bike around. Everything is boarded up. Nobody is out. I mean,
it was like that before I left. It was literally like that before I left. Like I would walk on the streets after 8 o'clock, after the sun went down, and it was me, my dog, and there was like an army of crackheads. Like they had a little crackhead community on Sullivan Street and Bleecker, like a little camp, like 5 or 6
community.
It was lovely. So yeah,
you were like, is that comedians? You're like, oh no.
I was like, oh, never mind.
It's just nice to see
weed.
I'm just glad there's affordable rent in Manhattan.
Shut
again.
up, you mother! Look at this asshole. Look at this. Yeah. Oh, you piece of shit. Look at that asshole. Michael Chase stinks.
I can't hear anything. So I feel like I'm being rude and disruptive.
Michael Chase stinks.
You know,
oh my God,
Sean! Oh my God.
She went full on Katrina.
Matteo, I haven't seen you in 20 years.
I love you, Sean.
You aged today, but not that many. Maybe 3, 4 days. Look at that, guys. Label this beer because they tell me it's special. thought we were shooting a special. Shane, you love LA. Don't let him convince you differently. You didn't get trapped there. You moved there on purpose and you get a writing
Are
job.
they in the real world road rules challenge?
I don't know what's happening.
I
don't know.
The magic of the comedy scene coming together to create something beautiful.
You know what?
You know, you can find.
I take it back.
You
I
can find
think
this.
that I'm driving. I think it's a better choice that I was in a car. I
Yeah.
take it all
You can
back.
find this exact same footage of Sean post Katrina in 2005. He was exactly.
As a matter of fact, like Rosebud said, this is speed. It's just Sean from Katrina on a loop.
Oh my. All right. So
That's the
Rosebud,
best. That made me so
you,
happy.
you guys both did Che's show tonight in Long Island City? Did you
Yeah,
do it? How was it?
it was great. It's like the weirdest feeling because you're like not. It's like last week I went up and I did better, but I hated the set. And this week I actually didn't do as well, but I was like registering what was happening, so it felt better than last week because I felt I'm in my body. I can see the audience. I'm like I'm in what's happening.
It's like being an open micer again.
Yeah, it feels crazy. It's like
So
it's
you have a hard
just-
time.
Rosebud, you felt
Did you have
more-
a hard time
like more
memorizing?
present this week?
What's
Rosebud, you
that?
felt like more present. You felt more present this week.
Yeah, I felt more
Is that the
present.
way to
this
put it? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Interesting.
I could like look at the audience, register them, read them a little bit better. Last week, I was just like, what is happening?
This is all new. I'm so excited.
Exactly.
And now it's sort of like it's a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's like
Yes.
back on the usual sort of like, all right,
Yeah.
this is work. This is what we're doing. We're gonna work on this. We're gonna work on
I haven't
Right.
done
I
any
mean,
stand-up, any
really,
Zoom
like,
shows, nothing.
To work on because it's like everything that you've done, everything that I've written has been only performed like on Zoom. And it's like, I've tried it on stage and I'm just like, blech, like it's just, it doesn't work. So
Rosebud,
I don't know.
your nurse's joke was really good. I liked it a lot.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. That's like,
the one about your sister?
yeah, I added to it about the nurses that are like how everybody's making like cheering for the nurses now. And basically I was like, what? I think I said, what's louder, like the ventilators or the nurses patting themselves on the back? And then I went into the whole, like, everybody cheering for the nurses. And, you know, it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. That's what it feels like. But
I
it
know
feels
what you're
good.
doing.
No.
You're collecting movie
No, wait,
violations.
no. Who was that?
Was that Artie?
Was that Artie?
Yeah, that's Artie.
ISO, turn around and get that ass.
Artie!
Put your ass down, Artie.
Why are you doing the show from
Stop
there?
it. This is Rosebud left me, but this is Artie.
Hi,
Uncle,
Rosebud. How you doing?
Uncle Ardley.
Oh my God, goatee
Rosebud, how you doing?
Artie, goatee Artie, what is
Fuck you,
up?
Ian.
Artie.
Hi, Artie.
Hold on.
Oh,
They can't hear us because I have headbuds in.
you're an asshole. That's fine. I miss my Uncle Ardley so much.
Yo, what y'all talking about? What y'all talking about?
You can't hear. I got headphones in.
Okay.
I just want to watch you. I just want to watch you do that and be a deaf
Oh,
nigga.
God.
Yeah.
How y'all doing? Y'all love y'all. Y'all love you niggas.
What's up, Artie?
I want to apologize right now to the people watching this. This is like all of a sudden it's become like a family reunion. for
Actually,
me.
this is more like the cellar
Everybody.
than it's ever been.
This
I
is
love
totally like
this.
the Cellar.
This is the cellar.
Seeing
How
all
much
these
time
people
did
I
Artie-
haven't seen.
How much time
in
did
so
Artie
long.
do between acts tonight?
Artie wasn't even on the show and he did an hour in between. He was doing
Yeah, that's
champagne
crazy.
toast with people in a parking lot. We know. Oh my
Oh,
God.
That would
man.
be so funny if he still did everything the same at the same rate. Oh!
Oh, shit.
Cypher!
Cypher, how are you?
They can't hear you, but they
Good
said,
to
how
see
are
you,
you?
man.
Yeah, they said, how are you?
I need to come to one of these shows. I need to get the
Right?
fuck out of this house and go.
Life is uncomfortable.
You guys should go. It's great.
When are they, Rosebud?
Yeah, Rosebud, when are they?
He basically announces it like the night of or the night
Before,
before
yeah.
on his Instagram. But it's just so good to be around people. Like that's the thing. We all miss each other so much. It's like the
Well, I
best
miss
feeling.
some of us. I miss some of us.
Dude, even there.
There were really a couple of guys I was pretty sure I'd be fine if they didn't make it out of this thing. Like, honest to God.
Oh, it's Josh. Where's Nithley? Where is she?
She said, "Where's Nickly?" Nickly.
He's home. Josh is a server at the Village Underground, and Nithley is
Oh,
also.
Jesus! Josh!
Yes.
They're saying
you
Josh,
didn't see Josh?
Ian and Matteo and Shane are in there, and they love you. That's what they're saying. Ian said he'll suck your dick any night that you want. He just said
Wow.
Williamsburg. Come to Williamsburg.
He said, "Come to Williamsburg."
You both have bikes. Like, get on your bikes, meet up in the middle, work it out, Ian. Come on, give me a break. It's fine.
I fucking love that I can see the tunnel lights above Rosebud's head right now. This is the fucking funniest. This is the closest to Back to the Future hitting 88. This is fantastic.
I accidentally ran a red light earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt somebody's story.
Oh, God.
I'm just so jealous. I haven't driven a car in forever. Rosebud's living the best life right now.
It's so great. It's the only way to live in New York. I don't know how I ever did it without a car. It's the best.
It's fucking,
Well,
yeah, that's
here's
insane.
the thing, though. Here's the thing. You're
Parking.
doing it in a car with no
Yeah.
traffic. Nobody's
Yeah.
around. New
It's
York
the
City
best.
traffic fucking sucks.
Yeah, that's true.
It's bad, but it's not like, it's still not as bad as LA traffic. Like, it's not as unnerving as LA traffic, I think, because
Yeah.
at least in LA, like in LA, you don't feel safe. In New York, you're just not going anywhere a lot of the time. But like LA people drive like fucking lunatics. Like
Oh
if
my
I'm
God,
if I'm in the Village in a car, at least I don't feel like someone's gonna hit me at 100 miles an hour, which I always feel like is gonna happen in LA.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I've been in Ubers in LA where I was like, this car is gonna run out of breath. You're driving so fucking
Yeah.
fast. I'm like, this is insane. These people are crazy.
Also, Rosebud, who's your mobile provider? I can't believe we
I know,
haven't
right?
lost you yet.
Cricket.
Fucking insane.
I mean,
Under a
Shane is sitting in a guest room and he's broken up more times than Rosebud.
Yeah.
He's in West. Aren't you in West Hollywood, Shane, or did you leave?
Is that Will?
Wilner.
Oh my God, Will!
Wilner.
Will!
Hi, Wilner.
Will, we love you. Tell Will we love Will.
He got this small ass phone. I can't see the face. I see Rosebud face.
Will.
Hi, Will.
ISO, tell Will we miss him and love him.
No.
They said, "Will, you're black and your life doesn't matter."
ISO, you.
God, ISO.
And then
Che. Michael Che, you stink.
they walked away.
Honestly. Oh my God. Next week, maybe. All right, we'll talk. I'm not gonna put it out here on this public forum.
Se ci apro, voglio fare un spettacolo.
Ma non possiamo parlare di queste cose.
Well, you know.
Para essa cosa sul gadiando en nombre del Padre Luiso Espíritu Santo. Amen.
Why are you doing a prayer?
That's all I know.
And in another language, in
That's all I
Spanish.
know. That's all the other languages I know. That's all I remember.
And I'm just gonna, amen.
Padre Santos,
Espíritu
Filio.
Santo, amen.
Yeah.
En nombre de siempre
Wait,
tengo
Ian
una
was
mochila.
actually saying something? I thought he was making up Italian.
It sort of was like a little
It was sort of Spanish.
bullshit
Yeah.
Latin, Spanish, Italian mix.
It was the start of the Lord's Prayer, right? It was just
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wait, how does the Lord's Prayer start in Spanish? If you started, I bet I can finish it. How's it start?
Nuestra Padre que, I don't know, Viva
Nuestro
in.
Padre.
Yeah.
Lleno de
Padre-
gracia.
Porque come se llama uccello in spagnolo?
No sé,
Hold
I
on,
have
let
to
me-
like, I have to, our Father. Oh my God. I have to like think of it in English and think of it in, I can't
It's also
translate
like
it.
old
I know.
English. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. I would not know how to
Padre
say that in
nuestro que
Italian.
estás en el cielo, santificado
El
sea tu nombre.
cielo.
Venga a nosotros tu reino, hágase tu voluntad en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestros pan de cada día.
Sta leggendo, sta leggendo.
What are you, is that what you learned in high school? Like,
It's-
No, he's
Yeah,
reading it
yeah.
right now.
That's all I remember. Oh, there it is.
Thank
Padre,
you,
Padre
Mosh.
nuestro
Thank you,
que estás en el
Como
cielo.
también nosotros perdamos a los que nos
Santificado
ofenden.
sea tu nombre, venga tu reino, hágase tu voluntad en la tierra como es en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestro pan de cada día, blah, 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 blah. All right, amen.
It's old,
This
old
is-
Spanish.
We got
People
it.
don't
Thank
talk
you.
that way.
Truly the last thing I thought would happen on this call.
Look,
That we're gonna say
We've just-
we are farther. We're good. We're
Yeah.
all
We're
for
all
it.
Tip
gonna
of the
join in
iceberg.
I mean, I thought we might pray, but I didn't think it would be in Spanish.
Just
I
in
didn't-
communal prayer.
Oh my God.
Heal the world, make it a
Make
better
it a
place.
better place for
Place
you and
And
for
for
me.
me and the
entire
entire human race, except for ISO.
there
Amen.
are people dying.
People-
Okay.
Oh, there we go, Matteo.
La, da, 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 da. I don't know the words. Make a better place for you and for
And
me.
Jane Solo.
I love it.
I don't know.
ISO.
Did you do a spot, ISO, or were you just there to give us a tour of who's there?
I'm only giving you a tour. I just got back on Saturday. So
I'm asking, did you do a spot tonight?
no, I didn't do a spot. I didn't do a spot.
You still haven't done any stand-up since this
No,
shit
no,
started?
no. ISO's
haven't
been doing
either.
stand up in Houston, and ISO texted me at 6:05 in the morning about riding bikes, and then never got back to me.
What?
Yeah, because you were in fucking Queens. Who goes
Yeah,
to Queens?
Where are you?
I'm in Crown Heights. I'm not going to
All right.
Queens to ride a
Well,
bike.
ride to me, and we'll go to Queens, or I'll meet
Meet
you.
in the
We'll go
middle.
Prospect Park.
Meet in the
And-
middle.
We're not friends. I'm not going to Queens.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you? I had to listen to ISO for a half hour tell me about his dreams and aspirations on the phone one night at 2 a.m.
That sounds nice.
Sounds like
What
you were a
was?
good friend.
And that's
he
what
trusted you.
friends
That's what it
do.
sounds like. Sounds like
And
That's
Ian-
what friends do.
And
And
then
then-
you never. Go ahead.
And then
Go ahead.
ISO goes, and then I was talking about a project I wanted to work on. He goes, "Tell me more about this project." And when I really got into it, he played a YouTube song of like inspirational music.
It was Sarah McLachlan's In the Eyes of the whatever the fuck.
In the
Whatever.
eye of the angels far away.
Isn't that what they play on the commercial with the dogs in the pens?
Yes,
and
the
cages,
shaking
the
dogs.
abused-
Yeah.
Also, it's Place Through Skull. All three of them. It's in every movie.
Yeah,
I
that's
knew
lovely,
that.
you guys. That's lovely, you guys. That's really nice.
So ISO, you did stand up in Houston.
What were you doing
I-
in Houston, ISO?
I'm from Houston, so
I
was
know
doing
it,
stand-
dummy, and I know you were there. What stand-up were you doing in Houston?
the kind that doesn't work.
What else is there? Tell us something we don't know, ISO.
I was mad for no reason at these people, man. But I was at the Secret Group off of Polk Street.
That was
And
great.
yeah. Who said that? Shane?
I don't know. Maybe it was Artie.
Yeah, Shane said it.
Yeah, you've been there, right?
Shane can't hear us anymore, I don't think.
Oh.
Shane?
There's a panic look in Shane's eye.
Shane?
Shane's
Oh,
gone.
and he's gone. We lost Shane.
Looked like Shane was trying to
We
read
lost
for the
him.
first time.
It was cool though, man. It was very regular. I'm not funny anymore, but it was fun to do.
Any more?
Oh.
I fucking hate that motherfucker.
Drag her.
I miss you. I miss you. I miss you.
Liz got her nails painted.
I know.
Let me
this
see,
is,
Liz.
This is Miami.
Let's
Here,
see.
look. There you go.
Nice.
Right there.
Ooh.
There you go. Miami.
She's straight again, guys.
I am. Just this week.
Speaking of which, this is the most straight people I've spoken to in months. At
How
one
does it
time.
feel, Matthew?
It feels very strange.
What would we be all talking about if it was all gay people?
Let's see. The other night we were arguing about The Color Purple on Broadway and the movies. 'Cause my friend.
Hold on. I like how Ian asked that question like he didn't know the answer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was great. You should say that in Houston. But that's I don't know.
ISO, you're funny when you have 5 crutches.
What? Boo! Boo! Boo!
Oh.
Sean's iPhone.
Yeah, I might, you know,
Is this Sean Patton?
maybe.
Girl, this is gonna be a wild ride.
It's gonna be a shit show, kids. This is gonna be a shit show.
No, we need more people at this event with background noise.
Yeah.
Where's Rosebud? Is she all right?
Rosebud's staying very still.
Rosebud's driving.
Rosebud's walking.
I don't think Sean's phone is a good idea, Liz. It's
Sean?
Jesus. Is there house music? What's going on?
Yeah, ISO brought us to the loudest place in Queens.
Oh. Ian, you look like the dude who taught me how to do cocaine. You look like the guy who taught me how to do cocaine in Slidell, Louisiana.
Caitlin!
Hey guys, there's Caitlin, and there's a puppy we have.
Oh my god!
That's right. Well, at this Che thing, he gave out puppies to every friend who showed up. So it was only for friends and people who believe in stand-up comedy.
Look at ISO. Look at ISO.
Look at Kevin.
ISO in front of you.
Look at the background.
Oh my god.
Artie's coming on. Oh my god.
Asshole, it's my fault.
This is awful. This is going.
What do you mean this is awful, Shane?
This is gonna get so loud, is what I mean. Not that this is awful.
Oh my god.
I think this is going really well.
Do you hear me? Do you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Wait, how's it going?
Wait, I'm gonna.
What is happening? Oh, this is ice.
I'm trying to. Oh.
This is so funny.
I'm trying to find.
Y'all hear me? I can't hear y'all.
Hey everyone. Hey everyone. We're just hanging out.
This is wild.
This is such a shit show right now.
Oh, Dulce.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh, Dulce.
Where's y'all?
Hi, lady. How are you? Oh my god.
Good, how are you? Can I see Shane?
No.
You did say Shane.
Where's Shane Torres? Shane!
I'm right here.
Hi!
Oh, Shane, he's in
Oh my god, Nori Davis!
working on his.
Nori!
Oh, yeah.
I miss you, Shane!
Nori!
Nori! I miss you.
Relax,
Nori!
I'm sorry. It was a lot.
Nori,
I'm glad to see
stop.
people.
Yeah.
That was me. I'm sorry.
Hey, hey.
Oh my god.
Nori!
Can we see them in the background? Yo, fuck Ian.
What is this? How are y'all niggas on YouTube at the same time?
This is the Cellar, the streaming thing.
Oh, this is a shit show.
We're
That's what this is.
This is so bad.
This is a straight shit show.
I'm having a great time.
Wait. We don't show it. We don't show it.
All right. So we're live from the Michael Chase show in Long Island.
Hey,
Yeah.
what up, y'all? Another one. What's up?
Oh, this is great.
Yo, we're doing it big out here.
I don't
Oh
say.
my god.
Ian could have Rosebud teleported, by the way. You got here. What? How? I thought you were like here 4 seconds ago.
I
What?
was. I got in a car. I had to let my dog out, and then I'm coming back.
I was in the computer. The bitch was here earlier.
Rosebud is Sandra Bullock from the net. She just got from the net. from the
A lot of
net.
Sandra Bullock references.
Yeah, there are actually.
Mateo, Shane, Ian,
Wow.
Liz,
Sorry.
Artie,
Hey.
Cosby. I love you all dearly.
I
I'm
love
gonna go
you.
off because
I love
I
you.
love you, Shawty.
Bye,
Love you the
Sean.
best.
I miss you, man.
Guys are
Love you
amazing.
all. See you
See
soon.
you,
Hey,
bud.
yo, there are games. There are games in the building.
And
There
also,
are games.
Ian,
King
Ian,
of Down Mountain.
hey, you
There are
taught me
games in the
got it
building.
right, dude. Left
I'm back.
nostril, only left nostril. Use the one. Here's Artie.
Oh my
All right,
God.
love you all.
Love
Love
you.
you, Shawty.
Hey, yo.
I'm actually peeing right now, if in case anybody's wondering.
I mean, thank you. Thank you. That's perfect. I
Oh,
love it.
Jesus
That's amazing.
Christ.
All right, love you. I'm amazing.
Cool.
Love you.
Watching this show makes me want to have a cigarette.
This
Here,
is
Matteo,
this
take
is
one.
the
I know.
most
I might sit on my
homesick I've
fire
been.
escape and have one.
What'd you say, Liz?
This is the most homesick I've been probably in
You
3
gotta
years.
come back.
Same.
Liz.
I
Yeah.
really miss
Gotta
the
come
cellar
back.
now. I miss all of our
I love it.
friends.
That was,
Yo,
It was like
that
I've
was a
seen
good fucking
everybody every night on the live stream,
That was
but
so much
seeing
fun. I
this
enjoyed
many
that.
people,
Yeah.
this and this sort of
You know what?
insanity.
I realized that I had a crush on
Who is already talking to?
what?
Himself
fucking-
or
Scissors.
what?
Charlie, let's go outside.
I like how we're doing this show.
that was a great
Rosebud is
fucking-
running errands, peeing, taking out our dog. Kevin is doing backstage passes at the VMAs. Artie's frozen, and Ian's completely in the
Oh my
shadows smoking a
God.
cigarette.
Come
I
on,
mean,
Charlie.
this is
What am I
wild.
doing? Everybody get one but me?
You know, you and I are the most prepared besides Liz.
I appreciate that.
I
Doing-
wasn't even gonna
We're
be
doing
here.
what we're supposed to do.
Gracias, hombre.
they're
Gracias.
not a mi hombre mexicano.
Ole.
Ole.
My
Hey.
favorite part is that we're just looking at Artie's head. Look at him.
Oh my
He
Lord.
looks like a dad trying to figure out technology.
This makes me miss like a
Liz.
really, really late Thursday night at the
I
Cellar.
know. It's
It's
3
like
in the
3
morning.
o'clock. Yes, 3 o'clock in the morning.
you-
We're all eating, drinking, laughing.
Will you screen cap this and make it Artie's new photo on the wall at the Cellar?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Mush, if you're listening, please, I need a screen grab of this, Mush. Get a good one for me, especially Artie, and that's his new headshot.
And make him
Grandpa
sign it.
Artie, and it's gonna be signed. I lived through a pandemic.
Mhm.
Artie Squad.
No
That's
problem.
what it's gonna be. And he's gone. Of course.
Jesus.
Of course. That's perfect. Oh my God. Seriously, this is the most like table-like feeling that I've had. in
Yeah.
3 months.
We're just
Because people
missing.
are just showing up.
Yeah.
People are just showing up,
Right.
which is the great
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
People are here, they're not. Like we hate each other, we love each other. Michael Chase stinks. It's that, general consensus that,
We're just missing Keith Robinson.
Yeah, that's
Call
true.
him up.
Go.
Call him up.
Yeah, what the hell's Keith doing right now?
All right. If I text Keith right now, he's probably like 3 swirls in.
That's
number
fine.
one.
That's
And
normal.
then, it's gonna take, Keith a minute, and then he's gonna yell at us for the next half hour.
He called
It'll be worth
me
it.
with Joe DeRosa just to yell at me and hung up. I woke up on a Saturday and Keith called. I pick up. Hi, Keith. You stink. I'm sick of hearing about your stupid Fortnite with Marina and Yamanik. You stink. Hangs up.
Yeah, well, that's I love Keith for that.
I
do.
love
I
Keith.
love
I miss Keith. I think I miss Keith the most.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
So when you come back, what's the first thing that you're gonna make Keith? Are you gonna make him a key lime pie?
No, he's gonna
Or are you
order
gonna
me.
Or are you gonna go to dinner?
He's gonna order me bolognese like he does,
Uh-huh.
and then we'll split it, and then I bring him the key lime pie. He doesn't get a key lime pie until he buys me
Get some
pasta. So that's gonna be our first date
I
back.
love it. I love it. Oh yeah, Mush.
Oh my God.
It's got some good pictures.
Are you all right, Rosebud?
Yes, Rosebud? You okay?
Yeah, I live on a 5th floor walk up, so I had to take the dog out and let the other dog in, and I'm just tired.
Are you?
I think I had COVID, and it's been nothing's been the same since. I can't like walk up and down the stairs the way I used to.
But weren't you
Also, we're-
tested?
I'm
Did you get
exhausted all the
tested?
time.
Rosebud,
I did get tested. It came out
Did you
negative.
get antibody test?
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
also came out
I got
negative.
the antibody test, and
So
I
did I got it negative,
Yeah.
and
You
I
did?
thought I had it.
I was positive.
You were
Yeah, I had
positive.
it. Yeah, I was sick. I was sick like 1 week after it all started, and I was like sure that I had it, but I couldn't get a test, and it's so hard to get tested in the beginning.
Right.
Yeah, so I just wrote it out, and then I couldn't smell anything for like a week and a half.
Same.
And then and then my Corona roommate was making Tom Papa's pasta sauce, and it was like the first thing I smelled was Tom Papa's pasta sauce.
Tom Papa has pasta sauce. I thought he only had bread.
Yeah.
By the
Yeah,
way,
no,
Tom
I-
Papa texted me the other night. How do I say finally in Italian?
Okay, he did the same thing to me.
Ah.
And I literally go, finalmente?
Right, that's why I said finalmente, and then he's like, "Oh, that
That's
makes
what I was gonna say too. Finalmente.
yeah, finalmente."
Like, who doesn't know that, Tommy Pops? Like,
Shane, I had it too. I was dating this Brazilian guy for a little bit, and
at the very beginning.
Same. These stories are lining up the exact same way.
but then I couldn't. I got very, very sick. I couldn't smell or taste anything. You know, same thing. But then my
Yeah.
antibody test came back negative, and I was like, I know I had it. I could not smell.
You
or
for
taste.
sure. You
Right.
for sure did. And the tests were so bad at the beginning. Like the accuracy of the test is actually getting better. I got mine from a homeless guy. We had a
goose.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got
I
your
didn't tell
test
you know,
or your corona from a homeless guy? Which one?
I got the corona from we had a home invasion where I was staying. This like drunk homeless guy came in the back door, and I grabbed him and kicked him out and threw him out the door.
What?
Yeah. Like he was like,
Holy shit.
Ian, I could have sworn to God I told you about this.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
What the fuck
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
2
I
seconds.
threw him out.
Can we just say hello to Eric and to Josh, who both work at the Village Underground, the Fat Black?
Of course.
Hi guys.
We missed you
Forever.
guys.
Wait.
Hey!
Oh my God, Eric, ¿qué tal, amigo mío? Oh my
Look
God,
at
hi,
you,
Eric.
Hi.
Hi.
Look at
John
these
is not fooling. We were hoping you gonna happen.
degenerates. I love it.
Yep.
All right,
Through and through.
All right,
Well,
listen,
you killed
they're going to be the best judge of how bad was the show. Tell us. Go ahead. No
The
more
show.
than anyone.
The show, Michael Chase show.
Yes, Michael.
Oh,
Chase
I thought it was
King.
incredible. Matt killed it at the end of it.
Matt really killed.
Matt.
Killed the end. Matt and his Jamaican accent talking about defunding the police.
Oh my God, that was so fucking funny.
Matt Richards?
Yeah, he got on the back of his truck. He was doing this Jamaican accent, and he was like singing this song about the police. But like at one point he was like, the police keep touching my dick, and everyone was like, what?
So funny. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah, it was great. It was a good show.
Liz, I'll send you guys a video of it. I
Oh,
literally
fuck
took
yes,
a video of like the whole thing. It was so fucking funny.
It was good.
The crowd was too sensitive. They sucked.
Well, it's tough to do comedy like
in a parking
in
lot.
a fucking parking lot. You know.
Yeah.
I thought it was
It's
great.
not
though.
that hard.
It was a good time.
I wanted to walk around and tell people to stop talking.
That's it, right? How hard is it to sit there, people on their phones? Do you like just want to slap phones out of hands and shit and tell people to shut the fuck up?
But that's the thing is like
Yeah.
nobody's even paying attention to that because we're all on stage just being
Right.
like,
what's happening?
Survive.
Not to mention that giant ass beer line.
What a
But it was a
fucking
good
drink.
show. It was a good show.
Show was awesome.
Yeah.
Rosebud, you killed it.
We had a good time.
Thanks, man.
It was needed.
I
We
know.
needed it
We didn't go
to get
through.
outside.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
There's chit chatter.
Hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Hi. Look at you guys. I haven't seen you in like literally what, like 3 fucking months?
Yeah. 97 days.
Eric.
Okay.
Eric.
Yes.
This is just for us. So,
Okay.
who are you rooting for?
Who am I rooting for? I'm rooting for Shea Coulee. Shea Coulee's fucking killing it.
All right, I want Shay or Jujubee. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Those two winners.
Hold on. Are you talking about Drag Race?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
it's
are.
me and
Then
Jason.
it's not just for both of you, just so you know.
Oh, cool, Shane. Stop appropriating our culture. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Wait, so Shane, are you watching All Stars?
I haven't been watching All Stars. I'm catching up. I got into it like a few months ago.
And maybe it is just.
Yeah, I think that's just background.
All Stars is going to be.
Sure I'm not taking off any shit from someone who's poo bearing it right now, Matteo. I'm pretty sure you're not wearing pants.
I'm wearing Adidas shorts. Poo bearing. I've never heard of that sexual term before. It's a new thing on Grindr. Hey, you want a poo bear?
Yes.
Write it down.
I want a Pooh Bear.
Yeah. Yeah, just the mushroom tip.
You're all sick.
Shut up. You took a piss on this.
Yeah, thank you,
call.
Shane.
You don't get to
Thank
judge
you.
it.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Taking
All
a piss on a Zoom call is very professional.
Bye, guys. Nice to see you guys.
Great to see you guys.
We'll see.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Good seeing you. You guys.
I miss the staff. I miss everything. It's not just like being on stage. I miss those moments.
Yeah. There's something missing. The thing is, like, it's just like, are you at what time's your spot? Oh, I'll be there at 12:30. If you're around the corner, let's go have a drink after this, or like that kind of stuff. That is like, and then like we'll take the train home, or we'll go around the corner and get a bite to eat or whatever.
And let's hang out until 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the thing of like, all right, I gotta go home, and then someone sees you 2 hours later and you haven't left,
and you're
5
still
steps
there
from the cellar, you're on the sidewalk.
Or the thing when you walk past the Fat Black across the street so you don't get drunk that night and you just run into the subway.
Or listen, my favorite thing, daytime Dave Attell, daytime Attell. Attell rolls in at like 2 in the afternoon, and Attell rolls into the Olive Tree always with like, he has a coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, but he comes in with like 3 dozen donuts for everybody. Like, Dave, he's like, no, let's talk, let's hang out, he just like wants to chill. I miss daytime Dave. I love daytime Dave.
I miss singing on stage while Dave played the recorder.
Oh my god. Literally. What is this? Okay, wait. Is this still ISO now?
That's Artie, though. I think that's Artie.
This is Artie. Oh, Will kicking me out the crib. All right, where y'all going?
Wait, I want to. Will. Will.
They're making a plan. My bad.
Please tell Will.
This shouldn't be on camera.
It should be on camera.
Kevin, tell Will I said hello.
Nah, don't do it. Tell Will to go fuck himself.
Hold on. Will, Matteo says hello.
Yo, Matteo, what's up?
You tell him hi for me too, please.
Tell him hi for me
What?
too.
They're all just saying hi and nothing funny. Y'all suck.
ISO, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you've been great. You've been quite the tour guide of the parking lot in Long Island City tonight.
I appreciate it all.
Yeah.
But
I love
what
seeing the
else
top
do you
half
have
of
to
all these
offer?
buildings.
Yeah. What else do you have to offer, ISO? Other than
Oh, come on. Come on, man. I'm funny by myself.
I know, I
I
love
do all
you.
right.
I know. I do love
I
you.
do all right. Out of 15 minutes, I get at least 1 minute of laugh.
True. Are you now in the car with Artie and Will?
I am. I don't know where they're going. I feel like
Where are they going?
I feel like we're going to some white girl's apartment.
Yeah, well, Artie's driving.
It's either that or I'm guessing Blue Ribbon for pickup or something. Is there a Blue Ribbon pickup in the works here?
That's possible.
Oh, that sounds amazing right now.
God, I would kill
Blue
for that.
Ribbon or the Smith? That's what I'm guessing.
Is that not
I
open
would
anymore?
fucking kill for Blue Ribbon.
I don't think I've ever had Blue Ribbon before.
Are you serious, Matteo? Come on.
The chicken joint?
Yeah, I don't think
No,
I've had
the one down the block. Like, it's open till 4 a.m. The food is so good. There was one like one Christmas season, maybe not this one, the one before, where it was just late night, and it was like one of those Thursday nights in the middle of December, in the middle of like the holiday season, holiday shows. And Artie was like, we're going to Blue Ribbon for dinner. I'm like, yeah, you're going to take me. So it ended up being me, Artie, Aaron, Che was there. Jared Freed was there, and then we said it was J Train's birthday, and I think it was like also like Chappelle happened to be in town, so he was there. So it was just like a debaucherous mess at 4 a.m. Like we had bottles of champagne for J Train's fake birthday. We sang him happy birthday, and then it wasn't his birthday. We made Artie buy us all dinner. That's amazing because we're all horrible human beings. So yeah, that was it. But I miss that. I do. Where are you going, ISO?
How funny would it be if Rosebud and ISO met in a
the
car
middle.
accident? Like
We
she
just
rear-ended
collide.
him. Yeah.
Wait, Rosebud, where are you driving to now?
I'm just sitting in the car because I know I have to move it, and I was like, I'll forget to move it unless I go sit in it.
Well, glad you're doing well.
But I'm thinking about going back. I don't know if everybody is still where they were, but I was thinking about going back because I
Ask
don't want to be
ISO, he can show you. Just ask ISO to give you a landscape shot.
ISO, what's happening? Is everyone still there?
ISO, do some recon.
All right, so what's happening is what's happening is Artie's plotting an Instagram post right now. It's very important to him. It's a
Is it a motivational quote?
No, he needs to know if he's gonna use a filter or no filter.
Filter. I vote filter.
Filter it.
Filter.
Okay, we got 2 filters. I said no filter.
Hashtag true story.
Always filter.
Valencia.
Please tell him hashtag full true story.
She said, Liz said to hashtag true story.
You still on that shit, nigga?
I gotta go. I feel like this nigga's insulting my spirit.
Okay. God damn.
Oh my
What was
god.
my call? What called? Oh, the show? Yeah. Rosebud, what was this show called?
I don't know.
I think it was just a pop-up show, man.
Yeah, it was just a pop-up, right? Like
COVID comedy.
Che in a parking lot.
Michael Che's parking lot show.
No, it's this week at the Cellar. It was this week at the Cellar, wasn't it?
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, that's right.
They're looking for content. They
That's
want
one
it.
Oh my.
There was one part of the show where like Che and Derek were doing Black Church and they were bringing people up.
Oh no,
And
they did Black Church. Oh shit.
Yeah, and they were bringing people up to like get things off of their heart. And I just thought that I thought they were bringing up white people to say racist shit they'd said. And so I was the first one to go. And I ended up just telling people about a time when I heard Spanish music and I called it bodega music, which wasn't like too bad. But I was like,
it ain't great.
Then I just
it ain't great.
I was just the only person who went up and just said something that I'd done that was horrible, and then that wasn't the thing. Nobody was doing that.
I'm listening to Rosebud.
What did everybody else do?
Let's see if I get on speaker.
Everyone else just talked about stuff that was on their heart. I don't know. I was too busy freaking out about what I'd said.
Everyone's like, I just want to talk about how moving the past couple weeks have been, and then Rosebud, a white woman's like, let me tell you something about bodegas.
Bodega music, all lives matter. I'll see ya. Something like that.
Thing. Dominicans are black.
Jesus.
I'm gonna think about that for the rest of the night. I was like, I wish they'd just fucking driven the truck over me. It wasn't good.
Oh my god.
But it was so good to see everybody. It's like we all miss each other so much.
I know.
You know? Like everybody was like, fuck COVID. Everyone was hugging and like nobody cared at all about it. Was like we all forgot that there was a pandemic.
I get it. It's been too long. I mean, this has been what, like 3 months easily, right?
It's like 111 days or something like that.
I mean, this is like enough. Enough is enough.
Yeah.
Matteo, you need to come out of the house. That's it. We're It's time.
I know. I've been going to my friend Bob's house. We've all like been quarantined, circled together. And then I went to Ribalta the other day.
Yeah. How was it? Did you have
It
pasta or
was
did you have
fucking
pizza?
unbelievable. I got pizza because you just stand outside, order, and then walk away. So I was like, vorrei una pizza margherita. And then, I mean, it took 60 seconds. I had it and I just walked away, ate it.
And you like have to eat it walking down the street.
Yeah, it was great. And the one thing I have to say about being in New York right now, because I've been in New York the entire time of the quarantine, it's just New Yorkers. So, you walk around, you're looking at people.
I bet that's great. Jesus, I bet that's great.
Well,
It's
yeah,
nice.
because sometimes
is
you get
nice,
confused like what New York is because there's hordes of tourists coming in, and then you start to think, has New York become so suburbanized or like homogenized, or are people not interesting? And then when you're just with New Yorkers, I'm like, oh God, New Yorkers are fucking great. You're walking by, there's just people in their fire escapes, like on their laptop, like hanging out, like just running. It just was very New York. I'm like, this must have been when it was like in the 80s, you know what I mean? Before tourism took over. So we're just walking and eating in a park. It just felt like, I don't know. That's the one nice aspect of it, is that you're just seeing other New Yorkers.
I'm so excited to get
Central
back.
Park is empty, by the way.
Excited.
I've been going every day to Central Park and laying out empty.
Do you guys think it's okay to park in front of a garage?
No.
Yeah, probably not. That's probably an active driveway.
In front of it,
yeah, no, the trash.
If there's trash in front of it,
pick that trash up. So yeah, probably not the best place to park.
That's the fucking dumbest question.
Is it okay to park in front of a fire hydrant? And
if there's a hose and the building's on fire,
is it okay to block in this Hasidic school bus?
What, Rosebud?
I said it's good to admit the things you don't know and to ask for help when you need it.
Like that you hate bodega music.
I didn't say I hated it. I just called it bodega music.
Bodega music, yes. Yeah.
Wait, where are you parking now, Rosebud?
I cannot believe we're getting you backing into this space.
She looks like she's doing a good job.
She does look like she's doing.
Rosebud, you look like you're doing a good job.
She looks like she's turning to the back to yell at her kids to shut up.
I know. Oh, you're right.
That really is my whole vibe. Like mother of five.
Especially when you're on.
Rosebud, throw something at him. Throw something at him.
Rosebud, especially when you go, it's okay to ask questions and admit that you need help.
And then 2 seconds later, shut up, you stupid kids.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear that all your kids are going to be using the phrase bodega music in the future too. It's taught. It's not inherent. It's a taught behavior.
Oh my God. Zane,
so
when are you
funny.
coming back?
I'll get back the 5th of July. I got a new place. I bought it. Yeah. It's in Bushwick, JLM, like right in the middle of it.
Nice.
I just signed a lease and mailed it off to him yesterday. I go on tour with Bert tomorrow, and then I get back after the tour.
Where
are you guys going on tour? Where are you doing?
We're doing 5 drive-in movie theaters, or 6 of them.
Wow.
And like a few half-capacity clubs. Like it's like 50%. Like it's like
right.
I think like the most we're gonna be in a room with is a 600 room with 200 people. Like so it'll be distance pretty. But it's all tour bus. Like we're on the bus. We never like we only leave it to do shows. So
you sleep in those coffins.
Yeah. Did you know if you sleep on a tour bus, feet always point towards the driver?
Yes.
Because if he breaks, then you'll snap your neck.
Yeah.
When I was on, I was in one of those tour buses for a while.
With disease, right?
Oh, that's a Cliff Burton.
That's when Phil got so sick, and then
Phil got everybody sick on that entire tour.
And then Aziz and I got sick. Beth got sick, and then Phil's like, "It's not contagious." And we're like, "You can't breathe." And he cheated in Uno. Just throwing that out there.
It's fine.
Fucking Phil Hanley, that Canadian asshole. Wait, so
how's he doing?
Phil's still in the city. Phil was my coffee buddy. Like Phil and I, when I was in the city, we would meet like once a week and have socially distanced coffee on 2 different park benches across from each other outside.
Oh,
but
I should call Phil and go see him.
Yeah, little Felipe. But where are all these drive-ins? Like West Coast or like what's the?
No, we go Phoenix, San Antonio, Birmingham are clubs, and then Charlotte, Indy, somewhere in Oklahoma and Colorado are the drive-ins. So there's like 7, I think there's like 8 stops, maybe 10, but 4 drive-ins. But it's going to be like doubles every night, I think, for the most part. Like, would double, and then like I feel okay because I have antibodies and nobody knows how strong they are or whatever. But I feel like I'm probably fine, but I am worried that just because his fans are like so wild, like they might be hard to like.
Oh, and they all want to hug him.
They're up close and personal fans. They're not.
They are fucking
take their shirts off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. But it'll be very fun.
Is it just you and Bert, or is there someone else on the road with you?
Do you know Jesus Trejo?
Yeah.
Do you guys know Jesus Trejo? Yeah,
I love Jesus.
Yeah,
he's the best. And then Dave Williamson.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it'll be a good group. And then there's like the bus driver and a couple videographers, I think. So like all people he's worked with before. Yeah, we all just have to be careful. And there's like PPE and all that shit. But it'll be a fun.
Yeah,
it'll be fun. And I just miss doing stand up so fucking much. Because when he said we're gonna do some clubs, I literally I almost started crying. I was so happy. Because I just missed, I got so I have goosebumps now thinking about it. I miss it dearly, Yeah. And I've talked to my brothers twice during this thing.
Wow.
Both times they needed money. So this is much. They asked me for money, and my entire industry is shut down.
It's done.
But I feel the same way. I haven't done any Zoom shows, nothing. I've done absolutely nothing, and
What have you been doing?
Playing Fortnite, working out, hanging out with gays. But I just I miss doing stand-up.
Same.
Matteo, when do you think you are ready to get back on the road, or when do you want to sort of?
Well, I'm ready whenever.
I want to go.
My tour was canceled, so the next dates that I have is the end of August. And then it's every weekend up until December.
So you've started rescheduling, and you're good, and you're like, end of August, I'm gonna go.
Oh yeah, I'm going. The second I was supposed to do some date in Miami in July, and they were like, nope. So I was like, okay, that was gonna be my first one. So yeah, I'm just waiting to go. Although July 1st, they opened up the international borders. So guess who's flying to Spain and Italy?
Are you really?
Oh, I bought my ticket. I'm like, I have no stand up. It's like I'm just gonna go 3 weeks and go eat in Italy.
Where are you going?
That's so awesome.
I'm gonna go to Rome, Arezzo, and Sicily.
Oh, that's nice.
But then I can see friends and family, and it's like, what else do I have to do?
Yeah. I get it.
I'm going to Charlotte.
I'm sorry. I only traveled during a pandemic. Once the pandemic is over, I cease traveling, and I just go right back to working at comedy clubs. That's it.
When do we know? Do we know anything about when the Cellar is going to open?
So, I mean, once they start doing outdoor.
Hold on, you're not sending in your avails this whole time?
oh, you weren't getting spots? Sorry.
Ian's headlining the Fat Black tomorrow night. It's going to be great.
I'd be so pissed.
Once they start with outdoor dining, we'll probably, it's the creek. Oh, Rebecca, I love her. We might do some outdoor dining at the Olive Tree, but I don't think we're going to be able to.
Fuck the Olive Tree. We over here at the Creek in the Cave. That's what it is. It's going on. This shit open every day. Long Island City, come out here. Fuck the comedy center. We out here at the Creek in the Cave. This shit different over here, boy. This shit different over here, boy. Comedy hit.
Oh, it's so much better now. But
Wait,
as
what were you saying, Liz?
I'm saying, like, we're probably, so next week after, we'll probably start like outside dining, whatever, at the Olive Tree, hummus and all that shit. And then after that, listen, I didn't want to close. Like, I would have stayed open through this whole thing. I'm out of my mind. I'm, crazy. I would have just kept going. Like, I would have kept going. I would have been militant. We literally washed the place with bleach 5 times a day from ceiling to floor. So, once they're like open, I'm going to be like, yeah, fuck yeah, we're open. And then
when did you say you think Olive Tree is going to be open?
Probably like phase 2, they said, is going to start next week. So maybe like the end of next week or the week after, because it's probably going to take me like a few days to just get shit sort of back up and running and cleaning, and because we've been closed for 3 months to get everything.
I can't tell you how many fucking sad times I've just gone for a walked down to the West Village and sat on the steps there. It's
crazy.
So sad.
It's crazy. It's just desolate. Like, it's so desolate. It's really,
dude, especially now that it's boarded up. I was just sitting there the other night, just like, oh my God, this feels awful.
And like, that was probably one of the most depressing parts of this whole experience, was having that conversation. Tony is the guy that he works there with me like every day. We sort of work hand in hand, and having that conversation, like, do we need to board this up? We should board, coming to the realization that we needed to put boards on the windows was one of the most depressing things. And then doing it and seeing that, like, it stinks, like, because for us, it's like, we're going to do it. This is what we do. Fuck it. It's happening every day. Let's go. And to see that sort of sucked. So we're ready to pull the boards down and get this shit.
I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait.
Do you have any idea when comedy would start there, though?
I think in terms of like the phasing through New York State, it'd be phase 4. So every phase is technically 2 weeks. So phase 3 is.
But you have to hit your markers, right?
Yeah.
Like the thing is, you have to hit your.
Yeah.
So ideally, they're 2 weeks. Yeah.
So everybody, just until we hit phase 4, wear your face masks and wash your hands, and don't make out with random strangers on the street or take them home. Sorry. And then hopefully we have comedy back, and even at 50%, because that last weekend before we closed, we were at 50%, and it was still like crowds were still like, everyone's into it. Like we all want to be into it. We all want to get back to where we were. So,
Plus, if it's 50%, think about how much money you'll save on envelopes.
But also, like, we'll have more shows. We have the Cellar, we have the Underground, we have the Pussycat, and fuck it, like, we'll do shows in the Olive Tree, we'll do shows in the other room in the Pussycat. Like, you know me, I don't care. We'll do whatever. Let's
figure it out.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, it's great that like you guys still get to seem like you feel like no matter what, you're going to reopen. Like, because so many places there's like, because I've been working with, I just started with the National Independent Venue Alliance, which is just like a collection of small venues trying to get funding.
Yeah.
And some of them are like fucking, and they're all over, but like some of them are fucking terrified.
Yeah.
And like very famous venues, like very cool places. So it's like, yeah. I mean, I'm so happy that the Cellar feels like confident and safe, like they're going to come back, because that's like where I spend all my time anyways. But
yeah, I mean, like the minute that they say, yeah, you can open and do shows, I'm going to be like, we're doing 98 shows a day. Yeah. Let's go. We'll start at brunch and we'll go till 2 a.m. I don't care.
I should say, tell them to water down the drinks that night, because it's going to get ugly.
It's a 3-drink maximum. The Cellar is always a 3-drink maximum.
Yeah.
So, well, like we're all just waiting. We're holding our breath, keeping our fingers crossed, and
well, phase 2 starts on Monday in New York.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the governor. Cuomo said Monday, and then De Blasio was like, I don't know, maybe Monday, maybe not. So
What does phase 2
Such
mean?
a-
Though?
They're
Like,
such
what does that
assholes,
mean?
the two of them.
phase 2 is when you can
Oh,
have outdoor dining is allowed. I mean, that as far as we're concerned, that's what phase 2 means.
Yeah.
Phase 3 is
And
indoor
like
dining at
inside
full
retail.
capacity. Right. And then phase 4 is entertainment. So, we we just have to hit the benchmarks for the next whatever it is, 2.5, 6 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever, and then we back. So hit those benchmarks. Wear your
Well,
mask,
text me
wash
so I
your
can fly
hands.
back from Italy.
I will. I promise.
Yeah.
I promise. Should we wrap this up?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
This has
I
been.
don't know,
this has
Rosebud,
been
do you
so
want to
much
take us for
fun.
a spin around the block?
Wait,
Take us somewhere else real quick.
Rosebud has been in 4 boroughs.
ISO, how long are you gonna be at the creek?
I'm gonna be here for I don't know, as long as everyone else is. I follow.
Yeah, we know.
Out there for a while?
Yeah. Why are you close by?
I mean, I got my bicycle.
Pull up, man. Look,
You gotta-
I'm playing the piano. Look. Tell me if you guys know what song this is. No, that's not the note. That's not the note.
Oh my god. I wish I was there just to slap ISO in the face and tell him to shut the fuck up.
What song is that?
The Rugrats theme song.
No.
I have no idea.
What's up, Don?
California Love.
No.
What
no
is
one
it?
knows that song?
What is it?
I'll play it one more time.
Oh god.
No, please. Oh wait.
It's crazy that we would think that the piano at the creek is
You
still
don't know
well
that
enough.
song?
Is that DMX?
No, it's fucking hold on.
X gonna give it to you.
It's fucking Laffy Taffy. Down for L. Down for
Shut
life.
up.
Yo, they wouldn't know Laffy Taffy.
Yo, Will.
Yo.
What
What
up?
y'all know about Laffy Taffy?
I'm
It's
coming
a
to the
candy.
creek. I'm hopping on my bike. I'll be there in a minute.
Yo, this podcast is so white.
You're here, Will.
That's why you're here.
Seriously.
All right, good talk, Will. Good to see you.
All right, this has been great. I love you all. Thank you all.
Love
for
you
being
guys.
here. This has been like
For real, for real.
crazy, crazy time. You guys. I love
Bye,
you.
Love you guys. It's great to see you.
Bye.
Peace